everybody, this is Building Inspector aka Ocarina aka Oki, and I am on the Maj'Dul server touring another secret Santug holiday house swap house. This time Medium Homes, newly published number 3, SSHHS2021 by Gisella. I think that's how you say it. The owner is Tymistik. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it either. Tymistik. It is a glacial villa in New Halas. So here we go. And I did vote. Ooh, very nice. Oh, you blocked off the window seat. Very nice tree. I like that you added candles to it. I'm gonna scroll out again. I must have some sort of thing on him so that he's short, because seems like every house that I've gone in, I'm pretty sure I have like the Billy doll on or something. All right, so this is the homeowner. Okay, to my Santug. Smiley face. Hello, my decorator. Frostville is approaching soon, and I am very excited. But before I get into that, here's some info about myself. Name, Tymistik, Holly Blade, race, Frogluck, gender, female, class, paladin, trade skill, weaponsmith, home location, Glacial Villa in New Halas. Though I don't adventure a whole lot, I find myself decorating homes to relax. Even though Nights of the Dead is my all-time favorite event, I love Frostwald as well. There's something about listening to the cheerful music, drinking hot cocoa, as well as eggnog, and watching the snow fall outside. Now for the color scheme. A neat concept would be a house done in green, mints, and brown. I've always loved that color scheme, and I think it would work wonderfully. I really like the trim work of the Halas houses. You can also add white to the mix, but that is optional. That is merely an idea, and by no means you have to do it. If you have an idea that would work much better, please do that. Just make sure to take your time and have fun with the house. I cannot express that enough. Smiley face. Lastly, I added treasure hoards, a guild hall door, a house actor of myself, and expanded the house to the max. If you have any questions or if something comes up suddenly, please be sure to contact Double Kiss. Thank you for decorating my house, and I hope you have a Merry Frostfall. Take care, Tymistik. Hopefully I said that right. All right, Decorator's Notes by Gisella. Hi, Mystic, or Tymistik. Happy Frostwald. I hope you enjoy the home I've designed for you this year. You asked for a house with a color scheme of brown and green, and I tried my best to deliver. Unfortunately, compared to other colors, there aren't really a lot of green items available, and often the shades from one item to the next aren't very complementary. Still, I was able to make green the main color component of each room, supplemented with some gold, blue, and a little bit of red and pink. For the brown, I relied mainly on the woodwork originally presented in the Halas house. This main room is your living room with lots of comfy spaces, even a blanket and a pillow for napping by the fire, books and music in the form of both a phonograph and a piano for entertainment, and of course Frostfeld decorations galore. Through the door to the left under the stairs is a small powder room, and to the right is your kitchen, outfitted with everything you need to prepare a holiday feast. And a special surprise for you by the stove. There's another door at the foot of the stairs, which leads to another surprise that I'm so excited to share. When I was designing this house, I was struggling with what to do with this other space, and then it hit me. What is the hardest part about living in New Halas for a frog lock? The cold, of course. So now, through this door, you have access to your very own hot springs that bubble up into a cave set in the mountains surrounding the city. There are 2 pools for soaking and a couple more just to look pretty. It seems like just the sort of place a weary, chilly froglock would truly relax and feel at home. Upstairs at the end of the hall is your bedroom and bathroom. Here I had to rely on more accent colors than downstairs. As I wanted to give some variety to the rooms and not use the exact same palette as the living room. Green still plays a major role in this room though, so I hope it meets your expectations. In addition to the basics of bedroom and bathroom, you also have a small office area, sitting area, and game table. Scattered throughout the home are various guide and player written books about Frostfeld for you to enjoy, as well as an old family recipe for a delicious warm winter drink. I had a great time designing and decorating this home for you, and I truly hope that it meets or exceeds your expectations and that you get as much enjoyment from it as I have. Happy Frostfeld, Gisella. Okay, and then let's take a look. Ooh, I like how you have a box of records. That's cool. Those make good records. And very nice bookcase. Let's go in the powder room. Very nice. I guess we can kind of get rid of me. I think I can see everything. Oh, lots of books to read. Very nice. Lots of towels. Very cute little powder room. Perfect for a frog, and I love how you used the sand dollar. I know that's not an accurate name for it, but whatever. I like the twinkling tree here. Very nice little sitting area. It's very cute. I like how you decorated the stairs. Very nice. Okay, I'm gonna scroll out. I want to be able to see everything better. Cute little tea set. I like how you use the top of the table to be a tray. Oh, how the Frostfeld Wonderland came to be, according to some, that is part 1 by Gisella. Okay, I guess I'm doing a lot of reading this time. Let's see here. How the Frostfeld Wonderland came to be, according to some, that is. With contributions by History, Lunar, Stargaze, Lilyfoot, Gomen, or Nomen, Christophe, Serendif, Lelia, Spurn, and Narika. Now, I recognize the Narika as a guide name. Transcribed with minor edits by Gisella. Once upon a time, a long time ago, there lived a Kelethan and very kind-hearted wood elf named Glug. Every day Glug worked in his shop making intricate toys, beautiful snow globes, and entertaining gadgets, painting them with care and displaying them artfully on shelves that were designed to make the shop seem like a wonderland. Every so often he would check the beverage maker in the back of the shop, a machine of his own devising. This beverage maker made the most fantastical beverages ever. Some tasted of starshine and moonbeams, others of frost and clear, sharp cold midnight air, and others yet tasted of hot, minty chocolate topped with whipped cream, and all of them gave such a feeling of joy and contentment that no one could ever copy. That's how Glug got his name, you see, from his amazing beverage machine. Once a year, Glug would travel to all the towns, handing out the toys and gifts he had made all through the year to all the little children, no matter if they were Troll, Kieran, Frogluck, or Freeblood. It didn't matter if their name was Marta or Jonathan, Glumpy or Glump or Halden, Jummy, or Dolly Roger. Glug gave them all toys and presents without cost. Even the guards in each city would let him go by without hassle, partly because he freely gave them some of his more grown-up beverages, cinnamon sprinkled eggnog that imparted the greatest sense of peace and contentment, and spiked cider that made you feel as if you could fly. Our story truly begins one snowy evening in Celothin. Kind-hearted Glug was busy happily making toys in his shop, whistling all the while and looking out the window at the gently falling snow. He was even more cheerful than usual because earlier that day he had delivered several little packages to his friends all around the city containing small gifts as a token of his friendship and in celebration of the season of peace and goodwill to all. Thump! The door flew back on its hinges. Smash! The snow globes fell to the floor. How dare you, Frazzle Glump! The wizard shouted angrily. How dare I what? Asked Glug in puzzlement. I don't play the innocent with me, Glug. You know darn well what. Frazzle Glump whacked the workbench Glug was sitting at, sending the little toys flying and shards of wood zipping past Glug's nose. Glug drew back, completely aware that the wizard was angry, but with no idea why. Glug looked around his little shop in dismay. So many toys and gadgets were broken. Frazzle Glump watched Glug's eyes travel the room and growled. Glug stood up and said, Who are you to come into my shop uninvited and break all of the things I am making for all the children? The little trolls, ogres, Ratonga, and elves. Glug took hold of his pliers and his hammer and stepped around the table to whack Frazzle Glump, or maybe to use the pliers to pull out his long beard. Alas, Glug had forgotten about all of the destruction lying on the floor, and when he stepped on the broken snow globes and whirligigs, he slipped. His hammer dropped from his hand and landed on Frazzle Glump's toes, causing Frazzle Glump to hop around and howl, holding his foot. As Frazzle Glump hopped blindly in pain, he bumped a shelf. The last remaining shelf of goodies and presents. The sound of the crashing and smashing made Glug see red. A haze of righteous anger spread out in an aura from Glug, and Frazzle Glump cowered in front of his wrath. In desperation, Frazzle Glump hastily blurted a spell. Unfortunately, Frazzle Glump mixed up his words, and you know how important it is to get the words right, don't you? Well, for one thing, Frazzle Glump turned himself into a froglock, and for another, he sent himself to the dark side of the moon for a millennium. Oh no! When Frazzle Glump missaid his spell, he also sent Glug to the dark side of the moon, turning him into a goblin along the way. When Glug landed, dizzy and disorientated, he heard music and saw wonderful creatures dancing. At first he thought he was hallucinating, But when he realized what he saw was real, he jumped up and started dancing like a madman, having the best time of his life. As he spent more time on the dark side of the moon, he discovered magical creatures and amazing gadgets. Flying reindeer and sleighs that could ride the warm updrafts, no matter how small they were. Glug met a new race of elf and goblins like himself, and he quickly made friends with a toy maker elf named Gardy, who became Glug's assistant. Glug built himself a warm house from enchanted gingerbread given to him by a friendly halfling named Candace, who also gave him a magical hat of warmth. And it's just possible that the warmth seeped into cracks here and there on the dark side of the moon, perhaps having just a tiny bit to do with the shattering. Glug settled into the dark side of the moon, and made a good life for himself there with all his new friends. Frazzleglump seemed to have taken himself off to be grumpy somewhere else, and to this day no one knows why he was angry in the first place. To be continued in part 2. Okay. And let's see. Okay, none of the cards have any writing in them, so we don't have to read that. Very nice. I like what you did to make this wreath, the little fruiting potted shrubs. That's cool. I like that. Lots of green. Very pretty artwork. And I like how you added the windows and made this fireplace. That's very nice. And the blanket to cover up with. Brown. Very nice. And a green pillow. And let's see here. Frostville Carols transcribed by Gisella. Okay. The following carols were originally sung by guide Reese at the Frostville party in the hold of Prexis on Mirth Day, Deepis 17 of the year 3941. They have been transcribed, unedited, and unabridged. Happy Frostfeld. Goblin Holiday. Song to the tune of Jingle Bells. Sneaking through your yard. Ugh. I'm trying not to sing. Going through your stuff. Hope you don't like your dog. We got a little rough. Tied him to a stump. Lit the stump on fire. Maybe you'll wake up in time to put out puppy's pyre. Now we're in your house. It's fancied up so nice with shiny things all set about. There's a lot to break and slice. Here's a stocking full. And there's a gift-wrapped toy. For a bit we stand agog. There's so much to destroy. Oh, in a pile, goblin style, what could be more fun? Breaking toys for girls and boys. Until we're finally done. When you wake, hearts will break because we've had our way. Hey. This is great. Let's celebrate a goblin holiday. I'm trying not to sing because, yeah, my voice has been bad. I've been sick and coughing and scratchy throat. Yes, COVID. Okay. We Three Rats, sung to the tune of We Three Kings. Okay, I'm not 100% sure how that song goes, which is good for you, so I'm just going to read it. We three rats of Temple Street are seeking cheese we traverse afar, common lands and all of Norath, following yonder wheel. Oh, wheel of I'm trying to remember. Gouda. My brain. It's a fiber brain. It doesn't work right. Wheel of brie, wheel of cheddar, come to me if you're sliced or even melted, you'll still be a prize to me. Okay, good. There's no more songs because you don't want me to sing. Trust me. If you have never watched one of my videos before, I'm saving you. Oh, this is so cute. It's a cute little pool. Oh, and you can even get in them. Ooh, look at that. Oh, yeah. I mean, this is for not for kids. Not. N-O-T, not for kids. And I could say something, but I'm gonna refrain. It's what I say to my husband when Mr. Manley's on his lap. Very close to certain things. Two things. Anyway, I'm sorry. Toasty chestnuts. That's what I'll say. Chestnuts. I needed that. Toasty chestnuts. All right. Very nice. I love how you put these mosaic tiles back there. Those things are super expensive, so you must be able to get them yourself. Very nice. There's the sink. My only feedback, though, is this is a frog log. And, I mean, I know that I'm a barbarian shrunk down, but still, like, maybe a ladder to get up to the top? I don't know. Maybe someone else cooks for this frog log. All right. This recipe, oh, cranberry tea. This recipe is this recipe for a hot holiday drink has been in my family for many years and is still a favorite. I hope you enjoy it as we have. Cranberry tea. 4 bags black tea or enough loose leaf to make 4 cups of tea. Add to 1 cup boiling water and steep for 5 minutes. Mix 1 quart cranberry juice, 1 cup Red Hots candy. You can also use cinnamon imperials or any other hard cinnamon candy. 1/2 cups sugar, 12 whole cloves. Cook in large pot, stirring until red hots are melted. Add tea, 1 6-ounce can concentrated orange juice, 1 6-ounce can concentrated lemonade, 2 cups pineapple juice. Makes 2.5 quarts. Concentrate mix, store in refrigerator, will keep a long time if sealed. To serve, use 1 part mix to 2 parts water, or 1 to 1 if you prefer a stronger taste. Serve hot and enjoy. Very nice. Very cute. Okay. I'm pretending I'm a frog log and I'm hopping up the stairs. I love how you did all the windows and having the scenery. The new combine fort thing. I forget what it's called. It has all the new combine house items there. So anyway. Very nice. Little area to play chess. Okay. How the Frostville Wonderland came to be, according to some. That is part 2 by Gisella. Okay, let me take another drink. Why I did that, I don't know. One day, a new apprentice guide who never listened to his mentor, Norika, was trying out his ability to go new places. And he just happened to decide to try going to the dark side of the moon. And guess what happened? He was transported to the magical, amazing wonderland right into the workshop of Glug. And of course, he could hear the music playing and see the ale that was flowing and all of the other amazing things that were happening. Wow, the apprentice guide said. Why aren't you sharing all of this amazingness with Norath? Glug looked at the apprentice guide and answered, How in the world can I go back there now that I look like this? And even if I wanted to, I don't know how. But I am far too ashamed of being a goblin, and no one, not even here in this amazing world, has been able to remove the curse. To tell the truth, I am too afraid to return to Norath. The apprentice guide pondered for a bit, and finally said, Glug, you have always given your amazing presents and snow globes to children all around the world, no matter if they're Ratonga or Dark Elf, Gnome or Barbarian. Surely no one would shun you now that you're a goblin. As for how we will get back, how about I use this handy magic item I have on me, my Call of the Veteran? Glug thought for a few moments and finally agreed, so the apprentice guide began to call upon the powers of his item. But the dark side of the moon is a very special place, and unbeknownst to everyone, all of the creatures who were dancing and singing and drinking Glug's ale were transported right along with Glug when the apprentice guide transported them back. Happily, Glug found that the apprentice guide was right, and everyone loved him and the presents he passed out every single day. However, Norath is far too warm for the folk from the dark side of the moon in their magical land. So after a while, when the ice and snow started to melt, they have to transport themselves back to the moon so they can recover. And now you are one of the very few people who know why Frostfell can't last all year long. I wonder if Flyra knows this. The Frostfell elf. Okay, very nice desk. And I like your artwork again. Very nice. Oh, and a sleeping baby dragons. Very cute bed. Ooh, and a nice little bathroom. Very nice. It's cute. Very nice. I'm sure the homeowner loves it, and I especially like how you made the pools. That's very cute for a frog log. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everybody.